Hello and welcome to Money Time at Money9. I'm your host Ajay and let's begin today's bulletin. From today, vehicles of automobile manufacturer Maruti Suzuki have become costlier by at least 1%. Now, Maruti has hiked prices of its vehicles across models. In December last year, the company had said it would hike prices of its vehicles to offset the impact of rising input costs. It has also cited implementation of new emission norms by the government as another reason behind the price hike. This is the second price hike that the car maker has undertaken in the ongoing fiscal year. Maruti had earlier hiked vehicle prices in April 2022. And not only automobiles, even housing prices are set to shoot up, says a report by Realtors apex body CREDAI. Majority of developers expect housing prices to increase this year because of the rise in input costs. Housing prices have been on the rise over the last few quarters, led by robust housing demand as well as the rise in input costs. Developers had reported a record sales in 2022. Sales of properties had reached an all-time high level last year. The report has given a positive outlook for the sector. And moving on now, according to AMFI, SIP inflows in December 2022 has broken all the records. It has made an all-time high of 13,573 crore rupees in December. Last year, the collection of funds by mutual fund schemes through the SIP route was also robust. It has amplified 31% to 1.5 lakh crore rupees. Experts wager on SIPs that will keep on increasing in the current year as well. They have said that the consistent inflow is primarily because of higher retail participation through the SIP route. And after retail inflation falling to a one-year low of 5.72% in December, the Wholesale Price Index-based inflation has also fallen to a 22-month low of 4.95% in the same month. Even more remarkable thing is that the WPI-based inflation has fallen by almost 3 times in the last 1 year. The Commerce and Industry Ministry said on Monday that the fall in the rate of wholesale inflation in December 2022 is primarily due to the fall in prices of food products, mineral oils, crude petroleum and natural gas, textiles and chemicals, etc. Inflation in food articles was at minus 1.25% in December. And now shifting our focus to the Union Budget. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that she was aware of the pressure that middle class was facing in the country. But she reinstated that the current government has not imposed any fresh taxes on them. She said that an income of up to 5 lakh rupees is also exempt from the income tax. She also said that the government was committed to doubling farmers' income. And adding to that, the government had already taken a lot of steps in this direction. And more from Sitharaman's speech, the finance minister also threw light on the continuous improvement in the financial condition of the public sector banks. She has said that the government strategy has helped in revival of the public sector banks. NPAs have declined. Health has improved greatly. Combined profit of state-owned banks more than doubled to be in excess of 66,000 crore rupees in financial year 2022. The finance minister said that public banks booked a total loss of more than 2 lakh crore rupees in the 5-year period from FY16 to FY20. But after COVID, the government measures helped public banks turn the corner and come out with flying colors. She cited RBI's report that the bank's gross NPA ratio fell to a 7-year low of 5% and that the banking system remained sound and well capitalized. Now, the next time when you go on a vacay or take a long drive, then make sure your FASTag is functional, because if not, you have to pay double the toll charges at toll plazas. Now, the NHAI has reported rising cases of faulty FASTags on toll plazas. It has said that citizens to check whether their FASTag was working properly or not. They will have to raise the issue on the helpline number 1033. Otherwise, NHAI will keep on levying double charges on them. Those on whose charges have already been deducted, it was still unclear how the fees would be refunded. A FASTag now allows a user, such as you and me, to pay the highway fee electronically without having to stop at the toll collection booths set up by the highway operators. FASTag is mandatory for all private and commercial vehicles. Moving on now, we go on to export numbers. India's exports in December 2022 dipped by more than 12% and has come few notches above $34 billion. In the year ago period, India's export was almost $40 billion. In the same period, imports have also fallen, although comparatively lower. Although, so far in this fiscal, exports have risen by 9% and has come at $332 billion. Imports, on the other hand, increased by more than 24% and has come in excess of $551 billion. The Commerce Secretary Sunil Barthwal said, and I quote, that despite global headwinds, India's exports have held its head high. Up next, according to a compensation survey conducted by Korn Ferry, organizations in India would be looking to jack up salaries of top-level employees by up to 30% in 2023. Others may get a hike of just under 10%. Even in the last year, the appraisal was more or less the same. Now let's see in which sectors employees can get the maximum hike. These include life sciences, healthcare and high technology sectors. The report also highlighted that in recent years, employees suffered the most in 2020 due to COVID. They got salary hike of just under 7% during the pandemic year. Another thing that came in the report was that employees in Tier 1 cities would continue to receive higher compensation in India than Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. All we can say for employees in Tier 1 city is it's party time. And now we move on to our next news, which comes in from banking. Around 10 lakh bank employees will sit for a two-day nationwide strike on January 30 and 31. These employees are protesting because they have alleged Indian Banks Association was not listening to their demand on various issues. Some of these are pertaining to promotion, salary, pension, 5-day work a week, etc. They have alleged that many times they have put forward their demand on such issues, but nobody is listening to them. As a result, they have no other option other than to sit on a nationwide strike. It was unclear whether citizens will be devoid of services of banks on these 2 days, as so many bank employees would be sitting on the strike. The United Forum of Bank Unions has given a clarion call to employees to sit for the agitation. Well, that's all for today here on Money Time at Money9. This is me, Ajay, signing off. Download the Money9 app and stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. See you again tomorrow at the same time. Until then, take care and good night.